Good morning, welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. And many of you know why I'm already excited. Oh yeah, I might as well just give you a warning now. You better turn your headphones down because today is going to be exceptionally loud. And there may be some foul language spoken very shortly because there's a boy aged 12 and 1/4 in the room and I can't hold it back. Now, a really daft question. Can you hear me nice and loud and clearly? And if you can let me know on the live chat, that would be fantastic. And obviously, if you are watching the recorded version, there's no need to do that. So with that said, good morning. Welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. And today, I think I've got the right mug for the job as well. Look at that. Big tip, hat tip to Andrew. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kev, as well. Right. Today's topics are, well, I've only got 3 topics, and I'm up late this morning. Obviously, I've been otherwise detained for good reasons. So, number 1, we have yesterday's live mail opening episode, which was bloody good fun, I hasten to add. I've got an unofficial letter from HobbyKing, and we do need to do our daily check on the HobbyKing website to see if it's still broken. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to do a shout out. So with that said, I need to find my mouse, and we're going to nip across to Shout Out Corner. So who's on with us this morning? Let's have a quick look. Slappy is on. Turbo Tyner. James, good morning. Arat is on. Bleak is on. Kev is on. Marco's on. Joe is on. Christian, James. Oh, same James, sorry. Kev. Who else we got on here? Stu, good morning. And apologies that you're not feeling very well, fella. Hope you do get better soon. Henry, good morning. First Protocol is on. Mike, good morning. Riff, good morning. Who else we got on here? I'm just scrolling. Realms, good morning. Brian, good morning. Who else? Sean G, good morning. RC Speed Races, quality name. Good morning, sir. And Jake, good morning as well. Right, and yeah, cool mug. That's the one which Andrew, Heady 2008, he came round and said, Matt, I've got a special gift for you. I was like, oh, is it a model? He said, no. It's in a little box, though. Oh, yeah, pop round. He gave me that. I thought that was really cool. Big hat tip to Andrew. Okay, so I like I said, I'm so behind this morning. It's unreal. So you're going to have to excuse me. I need to nip across to U-Balls because I didn't have the tab open for it. And where's my channel? And first topic for today was that we did do a live unboxing of a whole raft of products yesterday. So the mail had been backing up here for days. And we had a whole collection of different stuff. One of the things which we received is a DVR03, which was apparently like the TX03 little FPV camera with adjustable power settings on it. So from 25 to 50 to 200 milliwatts. And it's got a little SD card slot on it. But when we put the SD card in it, it didn't work. Now, I do have some really good news, is that I did actually buy this one out of my own dosh. And I can tell you point blank, after the first impressions last night, it's not particularly good. But we will hold off final judgment until we get this one out in some sunshine, which today, in the United Kingdom of wetness, we might be able to do. So we'll try and get it to work with an SD card and see what the light reaction's like. And those of you which weren't on, it was very peculiar, is that it would react from bright light to dark light very well. Like it kind of passed like the first test, but the second you brought it back up into bright light, is that it whites it out on you, and then took a good second to maybe about 1.5 seconds to like react to the lighting conditions, which it's got a big question mark around it. So we will find out how that does later today. And like I said, I'll update the FaceBalls group with some proper first impressions with it actually working. And a big hat tip to Camel, who suggested not take the lens cap off, but take the SD card out of it, because that kind of fixed it. So yeah, very, very peculiar little camera. And we had a collection of other goodies. So if you haven't seen that one, nip across, it's live on the U-Balls channel. Right, on to topic number 2, which is I've been and received an unofficial letter from HobbyKing, which is complete BS, and I made it up this morning just for clarity. And it goes something like this. Dear Matthew, aged 12 and 1/4. My name is Herbert, and I work in HobbyKing customer support. Nice to meet you. We have been following your pursuit of the EFXtra with interest. However, some of the team have been disappointed that you've continuously labelled the site as broken for several weeks now. Matt, we have good news for you. We have fixed our website. Really? They have fixed the website. Completely fixed the website. The EFXtra has been put on sale today, and we have made sure that a red one, which we all know is the fastest colour available, is for purchase and is available from the United Kingdom warehouse. We don't apologise for writing 69 on it. We all knew that it would make you smile being aged 12 and 1/4. Please hurry up and buy one, and with the greatest respect, stop stating our website is broken. We have clearly fixed it. Kind regards, Bob, Chief Coffee Maker. So that was the unofficial letter from HobbyKing, which, like I said, is completely fictional. Which I agree with. That was what I was trying to write this morning to try and get it in there. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Mike. If I missed anybody else, one old go, and good morning, Olin. As well, a couple of names which I missed off in the chat earlier. Right, so we now need to go across to the HobbyKing website and see if they really have fixed their website. Are you ready for this? I know. I need to pause for dramatic effect and take a slurp. In fact, I even feel there may even need to be some tunes on. Where is it? You ready for this? E F X T. You can't even see me doing it. Oh fuck it, I'm even on there. 8 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Fuck yes! It's in! The EFXtra is in stock, and HobbyKing have officially been and fixed their website. Congratulations, guys. Sold out. Bollocks. Right, so on a very serious point, the EFXtra is in stock. Apparently they do it in green and blue, but let's go look at the red one, because like we said, we all know that red is the fastest colour available. Yay! In short, and you're catching me like slightly subdued because I've already been and bought one. In fact, that's why I'm late here this morning. It was like, how many of you posted in the Facebook group that the EFXtra is now in stock? Seriously, there was like 4 or 5 posts in the Facebook group this morning. I woke up and thought, I'll just check all FaceBalls. It's like, whoa, it's not. The batteries are bye. Yeah, I even managed to remember to go and buy some Blendum tape while I was at it as well. So we have an EFXtra available. Now, I do believe that HobbyKing have released a video on this, and I'll put this in an end card, and I'll also put it in the video description for you after this episode's been finished. So basically, this is a clipped wing EFX racer, which they've been labelled as the EFXtra. Is about 1 meter wide, and it's absolutely batshit crazy. Tom and several others have had these on like demo models, which they've been out spanking around, and they're absolutely mental fast. The piece which I'm looking for really is to just stick the FPV hub on the top and just go ridiculously fast with FPV on it. That's what I'm going to do. But I tell you what, the biggest, and I mean this, genuinely the biggest surprise for me personally, I need to turn my camera off, is the price point. Like, I honestly did think that this model was going to come in at around 150 to 170 pounds. And right now on my account, it's shown as £123.74. So it has, I am actually genuinely surprised on the pricing on this model. I really am. I'm in my head. I was up to probably about 180 from on it. And again, this for this new model, and again, we generally see this on new products which come out from HobbyKing, is that they will come out at quite a heavy price point, and I'm actually really quite impressed by the pricing. I genuinely am. Anything, personally speaking, anything up to about 170, 180 quid, I would have just hit the buy button on it without even like blinking at it. And it's coming today at 100, well, we'll call it 125 quid. I am quite surprised by the pricing being much lower than what I expected, and I know many of you else out there had also been and expected it to be a lot more than that too. So yeah, Rest saying $150 US, which is definitely definitely it's much cheaper than what I was personally expecting. And by the way, those of you which are on the live chat and don't see the chat going on, refresh your page and the live chat box will appear. Apologies, like I said, I was up late this morning. I should have enabled it an hour before. So yeah, we have a quick look at the detail. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just pause for a moment to have a look at some pretty pictures. There's the rear end of her with 69 and 69. What else we got on here? Yeah, isn't that a red one? The bottom one? Do like the little checkered flags on there. I really do hope they've stuck the stickers on it, because I bloody hate sticking stickers on models. It apparently does come with the aluminium spinner as well. I have been and ordered some spare props just to be on the safe side. And what else we got for photos? Yeah, look at that. Again, it's got my head in the way. Well, it's got the chat box in the way now. So let's have a quick look at the spill. If you're craving speed, the EFXtra is where it's at. Out of the box performance with speeds of excess of 100 miles an hour, like sold. On 100 miles an hour plus. Happy days. Blah blah blah. Higher speed, higher torque, 9 gram servos. Yeah, apparently this one's actually really quick to build. I was reading the spiel on it earlier. Now, what was the note on here? The plane comes with 2 propellers. The standard setup for 3S with an 8x6 prop, or a performance setup of 4S with a 7x6.5 prop. Now, the one negative I'm actually going to pick up and point out to you right now is that there are no 70x65 propellers available on HobbyKing. The nearest one you can buy is 7x6. I know, because I went immediately on thinking, I'm probably going to break 1 or 2, and went to bought a spare and couldn't. Now, there is a note in there. For the insane among us, 6S can be used with a 5x5 prop, and you should upgrade to at least 80 amps ESC. That would be bonkers. A whole 2 minutes of absolute insanity. It would be crazy. What else have they got in the specifications? A 3536 1780 kV, which is not a standard kV. So I don't know how many of you have seen a 7080 kV. That is a peculiar motor size. Not the 3536 can, but that kV is obviously being picked out for this model. And it's also glad to see that high Japanese bearings, because I'm thinking about some of the bearings which I've had on motors here lately, which I've slightly overpowered, and they don't sound good, to say the least. So you have a quick look. Blah, 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 blah. FBV mount. Brilliant. Oh, those insane of you, which would like to slope saw in it. You can add a slope saw in nose cone. I won't be using that. Seriously, you could, obviously, most models will slope saw, but realistically, would you not just keep cheat mode in there? I don't know. And I was a little bit concerned about the batteries. So this morning, and look, the prime example, Slappy has put a note in there, Kev's put a note in there, and I saw there were some other posts in there this morning about get my screen back, about the EFXtra. So thank you everybody who posted that this morning. That was a very pleasant surprise to wake up to this morning. James says $178 from the global warehouse. I wonder how much shipping would be. Probably quite a bit, to say the least. So Bleeker says an 80 amp is being ordered too. No, I would obviously use 100 amps to be on the safe side. But no, right now I don't have any intentions of putting the 6S in it. I don't own any 6S batteries, but of course we could maybe go and get two 1.3s and join them up and make the 6S out of that. That would obviously work. But right now, I'd just like to enjoy it, and then we'll think about modding it at some point in the future. Now, HobbyKing have been and upgraded my account, and my account now says every time I log in, hello, Matt Ogborn, aged 12 and 1/4. Thank you, guys. And I need to make sure I got this on the right tab. Did I blur everything out? I did. Right. There we go. I think I've blurred everything out on here. Happy days. So the order went in this morning. We went for the red version, as we all know that red is the fastest colour possible. And for the children amongst us, they've written 69 on it. I've got a pair of graphene 1800 milliamp 4S packs. I also went for a Nanotech 1800, which because I've already got one of those here, so we'll use that one as well. Like I said, the nearest propeller which you can get is a 7x6 TGS precision one, so one of the black ones. There isn't a 7x65 available on their site at the moment, and I'm not going to go and check that every single day and say the site's broken. It is what it is now. And I also picked up some Blendome tape from the EU warehouse. So that's gone in this morning, so fingers crossed it's past Force 24. I ordered it at something like 5 o'clock in the morning, no, about 5:15 in the morning. So fingers crossed it will be with us tomorrow, so we'll probably most likely have an unboxing and live first thoughts on there. Peter says, have you told the wife? No, not yet. I'll tell her when she gets up, but she knew it was coming, and when she saw the model and I explained that it was red, and then she said, yeah, that's the fastest colour, and I said, yeah, when they come in stock I'm going to go buy one. She's like, just glazed over at you, like, how many models? And then I used the Raven wing is going. I said, look, one's going because I've come. The models which I've got here have to get flown. If they're not getting flown, they got to go. In short, and the Raven wing, I finally got the setup sorted out on it. And I'm thinking, well, there's other models which I enjoy more on the flight line. So I pinged Rich in the background. I thought, look, Rich, I know you're short on wings. I got one of these, sent him 2 photographs, and said, well, do you want it? He said, how much? And I said, pay for the components. So it's going to a new home. So goodbye that one. And of course, I will then make a big fuss in front of Granny as well. Granny, look, one of the models is going. Do you want to say goodbye to it? And of course, that means I can sneak a new one in the back, well, through the office door and get away with it. Happy days. Oh, don't tell me that. So Tom is on, says the TGS won't fit your spinner. Don't worry, fella, I've got a Dremel. No, on a serious point, I ordered 2 APCs, 8x6s work fine, 7x6s are on the way. Yeah, if it's not the end of the world if the prop don't fit, I'm sure. Oh, hang on. Rich gave me a 7x65 the other day on the flight line. I do have a spare. Tori won't. She says she gets to cover it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to laminate. To be frankly honest, I doubt if I'm going to laminate it. Yeah, Tom says, personally, I didn't want to mess around with the spinner. Yeah, I'm only joking. It's in the unlikely event that I break a propeller. Again, it's just one of those frustration factors, isn't it? How many times have you been on the flight line and you've been really enjoying a model and you come in and for whatever reason you snap one of the blades off and then you go sorting through your bag trying to find a propeller and you just haven't got the right one for the model. So that's why I always carry a spare. So anyway, the order has been put in. So this morning, let's get back to the star of today's show, is that the HobbyKing website has now been officially fixed. There is a link to this page in the video description. Like I said, it's not an affiliate link for absolute clarity. They've also got a promotional video out on HobbyKing Live on YouTube. I'll stick a link to that in the video description after this episode's finished. So to quickly recap today, and today is probably going to be a very short episode, to say the least, for my standards anyway. So today we have covered, what did we cover? Oh yeah, we had the live in the mail event last night, which was really good fun. I enjoyed the chit chat. We'll have to do another live event again like that very soon. In fact, we'll have to do the unboxing of this one tomorrow, assuming it does turn up tomorrow. We had that unofficial letter from fictional HobbyKing, which had arrived from Bob, the chief coffee maker, which I got the names wrong. It was Herbert and Bob. So, like I said, I did write it in a hurry for it. And good news. The HobbyKing website has been fixed. Now, those of you which don't like red, and I don't understand why you would not like red, because like I said, we all know that red is the fastest colour available, is that they also do the EFXtra in green and blue. So if you fancy bogey colour or cold colour, they are available. The cool ones amongst us will go for the red version because, like I said, we all know it is the fastest colour. And unfortunately, this does mark the end for now of announcing that the HobbyKing website is broken, because, ladies and gentlemen, they have been and clearly fixed it for us, the RC community. Thank you very much, HobbyKing. Very much appreciated. And one Matt, age 12 and 1/4, is very much looking forward to his EFXtra turning up tomorrow. Right. On that note, it's time for me to go. I'm off to go and to watch their video on it. It's already too late. I've already been and bought it. To also give you a heads up, we do have, fingers crossed, 2 special guests here with us this week. One of them is a live interview, and one of them, if you think I was perhaps slightly excited about the EFXtra, I might be slightly excited about the other interview which we may be having later this week. It is something very special, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that experience with you as well. And that's all I'm saying on that one. So, Ref, I'm sorry to hear that you got the green one. No, seriously, they're all pretty dancey colours. I just like the red ones, and they wrote 69 on it, so I'm like a big child, you know. That made me laugh. I think that made Tom laugh as well with his. But no, seriously, the green one does look pretty flashy, to say the least. That would also stand out in the sky pretty damn well. The blue ones would be on it as well. So yeah, whatever your colour, doesn't seem to be any price disparity between them, which is happy days. And frankly speaking, I am really shocked on the pricing on them. That is much lower than what I was expecting. To be brutally honest, it was a good like 25 quid off. So yeah, this morning, happy days. I'm really excited because that basically is the price disparity paid for an extra battery or 2. Brilliant. So on that note, thank you ever so much for joining me for today's RC Coffee Chat. And HobbyKing, have been and fixed their website. Well done, gents. Brilliant. I shall see you about the same time tomorrow morning. Now, those of you which would like to carry on with the after party to the RC coffee chat, where many of you have been and posted that the EFXtra is now in stock in the FaceBalls group. It looks like it's been filled up with that. Is the link to the Facebook group is in the video description for you. That is the after party for the RC coffee chat. If you enjoyed today's episode, do me a favor, press the thumbs up because it definitely does help. And apologies for... No, actually, I am not apologising for me being me. We all knew that a day like today was going to be exceptionally loud, and no apologies at all. Sorry, that's the way I'm wired, and that's what we're having. And what was the other one? If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button underneath this video. If you'd like to be notified the second the next episode is being published, press the little bell icon next to the subscribe button and YouTube will let you know. For example, fingers crossed, legs crossed, and something else crossed, the EFXtra turns up tomorrow. We will get across to the workbench and do a live unboxing. Realistically, it won't be a fly day tomorrow, mainly because it's Wednesday and I've got a live webinar to present to several thousand people tomorrow, so I need to be on my A game. So we'll do an unboxing in the morning, and then it'll probably be Thursday, maybe Friday, before we take her out to a maiden. So yeah, apologies. Like I said, this week is a worky week, and I've got a lot lined up. So with that said, for myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me for today's RC coffee chat. Now I'm off to go and lick the screen. I'm gonna lick the screen on my order, and I'm gonna lick the screen for the red one. Brilliant. I'm off. See you later. Cheerios. Bye-byes.